All right. Good morning, everyone. I have actually pulled up the calendar today. There is practically nothing going on to be looking out for except for this morning when the new housing price index was announced in Canada. That was perhaps the most volatility we experienced. Checking out the daily, looks like we've got some nice pullback going on. If you're considering some longer term purchases, if you missed kind of all these down bits, might be a good time to look at jumping in. But hey, there's always a strong possibility that this was some weird little occurrence and will just continue to drop back down. So, absolutely, trade your plan. Otherwise, in the SPY and the Q just look like giant gaps. Q's still has this little point that may see some resistance in this area. SPY, not so much. We're already kind of crossing down below this, potential resistance, and now we just have this big old gap. So yeah, definitely looking for a short. Could we see a little bit of consolidation before falling back down or a pullback? Absolutely. But I went ahead and threw out a possible order to kind of come back to this first standard deviation band. Didn't grab me. And that's cool. No worries. Look at that, Delta continuing to fall. We're gonna little tiny baby push up. It tempts me. Let's see what ES is doing. Alright, ES. And 3 minutes into this next 5-minute candle, looks like it's trying to get a little bit of a hammer, bounce just ever so gently, maybe to here, maybe all the way up to point of control. I don't know about that. But 41.66, maybe it can get back up here, drop the point of control before continuing down. But we'll see. So over on ES, it looks like Delta is pushing. So showing just a little bit of strength in that area. Right? Yeah. Just a little bit. I mean, you could you touch point of control one more time? ES, I don't know. I'm just bouncing back and forth right there, hence making something like an indecision candle at the moment, but still 2 minutes left on that 5-minute candle. Just trying to find a place for this order. 13004. It just seems so far away. Alright, yes, 1 minute left. Now looking a little bit more bearish. And looks like I probably missed this move. Maybe. You know, looking at this bracket for 40, I don't know if I want it to be 40. Okay, let me see what that looks like. Alright, well, that might be too small of a bracket, but I'm gonna give it a try. Maybe? Tag me in there? That'd be cool. Lee. This might be a bit on the chasing end. Potentially, but it's just, you know, trading under that 13,000 level, 1,300, yeah. That's 13,000. Anyway, it's trading below that, which makes me feel like it's just gonna keep falling. Oh, but I want it. I do. So, if anyone else hops on here and had any similar feelings, thoughts, what did you do here, or what are you thinking about doing here? Just curious. Curious minds want to know. What's your plan of attack? I am trying to patiently wait for it to retest, however, it might just keep sinking. I feel like I missed this retest right here, because I was looking at ES and I was really waiting for it to hit this purple line, which is my first standard deviation out from VWAP. The gray dashed line is 1.5 standard deviations. It's kind of a silly little line, but it's there. If you want to come and tag me, 995.5, I'd appreciate, you know, oh well, and like continue to follow, please. That's the other request. Come get me. Don't tag, you know, don't tag me out. Don't like come and get me, stop me out, and then fall. That would just be sad. Ooh. Okay, now you're thinking about it. So now I'll have some hesitations, right? Because what did I just say aloud? Oh yeah, just do that and then like stop me out, but don't, because he said don't do that. Yes, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bear candles in a row, and Delta again trying to push on ES, it looks like. Yup. It's just not happening. Just not working. Yes, now trading outside of the value area low. delta indicating that it's trying to push back into that value area. However, price action is not playing nice with that, just continuing to fall. All right, well, there goes that order. Good try. Good frickin' try. As you can tell, I'm a little bummed out about that. I'm a little upset. Let's wait. Ugh. Chilling, hanging out. Oh, the Wordle for the day. I did my Wordle last night, but I stayed up too late. But I always like to share it. I got a 3. My Wordle today was a 3. But I'm not going to show you the answer because that would be rude. Alright. Goodbye. Current streak 20. Max streak 61. Technically, I think I've had a longer streak than that before, but not at this moment, it seems. All right, so ES's previous candle, beautiful, bold, and bearish. I imagine, okay, a little smaller for the NQ. Let me make it bigger so it seems bigger. There we go. It is so far away from the 10 EMA. Same thing for ES. This is a big candle, but it's not so big that I would say, let's try and grab a 50% retrace and fall down. Now, with Delta kind of getting pushed with ES, I wouldn't be surprised to see it go ahead and retest somewhere, right? Maybe value area low, maybe 10 EMA, maybe point of control, and looks like also the 20 EMA. VWAP, that feels way too high. This is a strong looking move down, but I could see it coming all the way back up here, but potentially just to this area. 4165-ish, 5-ish on ES. And so NQ also looking at a pullback. 10 EMA is sitting at 13,007. So 7 point-ish. Does it could come up a little higher? Point of control, also a possibility, but we've got to wait and see what is ES up to. What are you doing? Because it's continuing to try and push with Delta, showing some strength despite the fact price action has not matched, which has been happening a lot lately, which is no bueno. I don't love it, but it is also an indicator to me to kind of chill, wait, and get some more clarity. I hate the level of patience that we sometimes have to use, and by sometimes I mean like all the time, but it's good practice. So while I hate it, I am doing my best to appreciate it just as well. Trading is such a fascinating career, job, side hustle, whatever it is for you. It's so fascinating. And maybe it's just this entrepreneurial kind of journey where it's like you are your own boss. You have to push through and figure out all of these things. And certainly we can ask our friends, we can ask our mentors, what do I do here? But at the end of the day, you're the one clicking the buttons. You're the one responsible for you. You're the one managing your emotions and making sometimes poor and sometimes fantastic decisions, and literally no one else is around there to kind of tell you, ooh, you shouldn't do that. Right? No one's gonna come by and write me up. I suppose if I did really, really bad, I could get written up, right? Like, they'd be like, hey, so you broke a rule on our like combine or our challenge, or you blew your account, right? Like, that's it. Those are the only things that someone might negatively impact you. And it's really, again, it's still up to you. What are you going to do with that? So, waiting. Oh, come on. Yes. What is this? All right, 30 seconds left to finish this candle. Yes, still having some push up. I know these red candles are they are more bearish on Delta. However, we are still seeing a movement up. So overall, there is a bit of a trend for buying. I mean, look, Delta here previously, way before market open, Delta is now pushing above that. I mean, here's market open. Price was up here 41.80 on ES. Currently, Delta pushing above that. Price is 25 points below that. Like, thank you, mixed messaging. Thank you. Oh, more patience. E. All right. We're exercising our patience muscle. How is everyone doing today? How was your weekend? All right, so ES with an inverted hammer, but presently with its new candle, just over a minute in, trying to push and appear bearish. Could it be a fake out? Absolutely. Could we just be forming a what is this? Reversal sort of pattern. I can't remember what it's called right now. We can Google it. Let's see. Yeah, maybe it's forming a morning star reversal, potentially. But, I mean, that is kind of what we're waiting for a retest. It's quite a bit away from that 10 EMA again. Here's the 20, and over here on my right is ES presently, point of control, just a little bit above that 20 EMA. Could it retest above that? Yeah, sure it could. Look at that. What? Yes, on the range chart, 6 range over here. Delta just flying and price action taking a break. I mean, could we play it bullish here? I think we could. But I'm scared. But again, what am I seeing? I'm seeing a retest. I'm seeing a desire for a retest, I suppose, really. Delta showing it should, but this action, as price action was falling and Delta was having some crazy moves but looking a little bit stronger, wasn't happening for it. So if anyone else is jumping in here for a long, let me know what are you thinking? What are you seeing, feeling? What's the vibe? Because, I don't know, I think you could. You could go long here, maybe 57. I mean, you could almost get 10 points maybe on ES. But you could also just go for probably like 4, just a quick one and see what happens. my hesitation is that this is just such a bear looking move. I would like to get the retest. I would like to. And Delta is showing like, yeah, you should get it. But I've seen this market not do that. I've seen it not retest at all. Which is what it's trying to do right now. And my goal was to wait for an actual pullback to get in, and if that's all it was, then that's all it was. Some people would say this is some of the easiest stuff to trade, and there have been times that I've absolutely just jumped in and hoped for the best, and sometimes it worked out and sometimes it did not. I'm trying to fix that pattern in my life. I'm just looking over here. I have a 3-minute chart on the NQ on a completely different screen, and that looks like a pretty strong move back down, but could we be building a base for a better movement? For a better reversal? For a better pullback? Maybe. Yeah. So, is anyone else new trader, old trader? Working on funding? Working on life? Bored? I'm just kind of hanging out here, trying to see what's going to happen and not jump in too early, because that is my MO. But yeah, so here I am just kind of hanging out, working on getting funded. I presently have an Apex account, but I'm considering just moving over into Top Step because Apex requires the use of like NinjaTrader or something like that, and I don't like Windows computers. They're just not my favorite. I've been a Mac user since like the first year of college. So 12 years ago? Wait, no, longer. I graduated high school in 2006. All right, Delta trying to show some strength here on NQ as well. Yeah, just bouncing back and forth, bounce. ES also, Delta had a nice recovery. So if anyone's gonna take this long for a pullback, I would not blame you. Like, it looks like a good idea, something that maybe I will consider adding into my bag of tricks, but presently I'm not ready for it. But anyway, so I graduated high school in 2006, and so that would have been my first Mac. I think it was just called like a MacBook. They didn't have the Air yet. No, absolutely not, because it was like that plastic white one. So yeah, I went to college with a MacBook and haven't turned back ever since. Was I potentially partially motivated by seeing MacBooks on Buffy the Vampire Slayer? Yeah, totally I was. Prior to that, I was a PC user. I learned a lot of things on PC before graduating, but not tons of stuff. Like, I didn't go into computer science, but I sometimes regret that. Sometimes. But it's okay. Whatever. We can learn all those things if we really wanted to. There's all those computer science boot camps. I'm not going into that right now. That is not in my life plan. However, yeah, MacBooks. So Apex uses NinjaTrader. You can use different trading platforms, but it uses that one. So I'm just not in love with having a PC around, and I probably won't keep this PC for too long. So Top Step, on the other hand, uses, well, you can. It also has several options. But one of the trading platforms is Tradeovate, which is what I have pulled up here. So that would be nice to not have multiple screens open to manage my trades during the day. But in addition to that, that means that it is a web-based platform, which would be awesome. I like web-based. One thing that I did run into with Apex is that because you're using a trading platform that lives on your computer and it doesn't take server-side orders, if your computer dies, takes a nap, or you wanted to place like an overnight order and you weren't there to like monitor it 24/7, your order can get lost because it's living on your computer. So that happened to me once. I had placed an OCO order for the reversal overnight. As often we might see, ooh, anyone in on this pullback? Oh, I mean, I totally, yeah. You know what? Here we go. We can take the pullback. However, we gotta see a nice move above this standard deviation, and I mean, it absolutely could just crush up and never come back for me. But I want to see a really solid green bar here on the range chart above the standard deviation, and I would. All right, I definitely want something a little bigger than 20. Which for some reason is just a 40. All right, we'll just use the 40 and we'll adjust the target and all that. But let's see if we can get a good solid. All right, I'm liking Delta. It's coming up, so fine. Let's try. I'm gonna set an order out there, 91.75. See it comes back. If it does, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Not going to, but maybe it will. Boom, 91.75. We'll see. Trying to get a pullback, counter trend move. Ah. Yeah, and I would probably just be targeting here because it is counter trend. I just want it quick and easy. Ooh, is that the only pullback we're gonna get for this move, for the bull move? I want the pullback on the bull side, and then I want to take it bearish. That's 100% like my big goal here. Was to wait this out. But anyway, so Apex, you have to have a PC. I'm not in love with PCs. Top Step, you can use Tradeovate, TS Trader, which is what I have on the screen right now, and your orders live on the web, which means you can step away from the order if that's your style of trading. You could totally do that with NinjaTrader, with Apex, but then you have to leave your computer open, or you can pay for another service to kind of have like a remote desktop so they can have their computer or server open, your virtual server open 24/7. I do just like the idea of having the order live on the internet, though. That sounds like a better plan. All right, come on. tag me in and or not. Fine. Don't tag me in. So mean. What did that get to? Low. 92.50. My order is at 91.75. ES. Tagging that 10 EMA. It is a little bit of resistance there. Could that be it? Okay, well, now we're in. So, c'est la vie. Let's see what happens. Again, target, it's a pretty close by, 30, like 15 for me on NQ. That's all I'm aiming for. That is aligning with the 20 EMA on the 5-minute chart. To me, it just looks like it's kind of just before this, I don't know, area of a lot of exchange that was happening over in the 1650-ish area. That's my target. Might that just be the total bullish move that I was looking for, and now we'll drop back down? Totally, could be. But here we go. If I was willing to risk it, let's be willing to risk it. I am gonna scooch this stop up just a bit. I don't want to see a new low. Like, no, I shouldn't still be in if there's a new low, so I'm scooching that stop up. 58.50. All right. Let's see how this... Oh, look! Point of control dropped. Good for you, point of control. Good for you. Which doesn't feel good to me. Dang it. All right, well. Patience, patience. Here we are just trying to grab a bigger pullback. Might it not work out? It might not. All right, just checking out ES. ES battling against that 10 EMA. I feel like 3.5 minutes left on the 5-minute candle. If it can push through that 10 EMA, that'd be amazing. Amazing. I think we would absolutely hit our target. Am I feeling doubtful? Yeah, I'm totally feeling doubtful. 100%. Yep. Definitely feeling the doubts. So, what do we do? All right, not recommended. This practice does not help you let your winners win. But I don't like this counter trend movement. I don't like that Delta is not continuing to follow. However, ES is pushing. It's trying. I might get stopped out here for just a point or two, which is fine. Should I just let it run? Absolutely. I totally should. I should. But I'm not super confident in this move. So, I'll take my $1 or 20 bucks? Yeah, I'll take my $20, I guess. Consider it just tragedy and move on. $40? Yeah, I'll take 40. Sure. 40 when it could be quite a bit more. Absolutely could be quite a bit more. However, what am I seeing? I'm seeing Delta just kind of flatten out. It's just hanging out. ES continuing to push. So, ooh, I'm really not following directions. Anyone ever do that? Probably. This is... I really should just let it run. I should let it run. Or I could just take it. Take the tiniest win ever. I mean, it's not the tiniest win ever. It's totally acceptable. Or it might just tag me out now while I try to talk myself into... Okay, there we go. Well, tragic. Let's just see. We were in that for 5 minutes. $40. Fine. Fine. Alright, I would love to see just go ahead and tag out that 15 target. I'd love it. Just continue to try to learn the lesson, to let things run, let them go, take the risk. So here we are, Monday morning, just have a really nice gap, bear gap, huge. You know, probably not nice to anyone else that was feeling very confident, but overall this is a good pullback for quite a strong bull move over the last month or so. You know, since right about here, right, we had this kind of multiple double bottom. Boop, 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 boop. I guess some people could call it reverse head and shoulders, and both shoulders are really high and their head is really small. Nice retest. Blue. So we are getting this pullback. Do we continue down forever and ever and ever? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. Could we get maybe a pullback into the 400 on the SPY? Yeah, I think so. But honestly, no idea what we're doing here. It does look like we're back in a bullish trend, right? We have a new high. The next thing we need to do is find a higher low, and 390, 400, that would absolutely do it. But just looking for some more of a pullback. Let's see. Coming back into this chart. All right, well, I guess I'm fine that I got out. I'm a little bummed out that I didn't get in bearish now. But what could we do? We could place an order here. Yes, we could. It's still not quite small enough to do a 20 point stop. Ooh, it's close enough. If we're wrong, we're gonna lose an entire R, right? Yeah, that's fine. We can do that. Totally cool with that. Yep, I'm fine with this. Let's see if we can get it. 86.25 is where I'm looking to sell. My dog wants to come inside. Right, well, let's see what happens. It seems like I gotta go get my dog because she's all scratching at the door, so it'll take, a few seconds because my door is not very far. Come on. And cool thing about trading is you can just wear your PJs. So I am still in PJ mood this morning. That is how I roll. I know some people love to be incredibly accomplished in the morning and get ready, probably worked out, had like a breakfast smoothie or something like that. That's just not me. It's just not me, and I have tried to battle this over and over, but I have yet to succeed, so I am learning to accept that I can create something that works for me, and so can you. Alright, so am I again gonna be sad that I missed this? Yeah, dang it. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna leave it open. Come on. You can do it. Baby. If I was trading the ES, I would be tempted. Yeah, I'd be tempted to do that. I'm gonna leave it there. Because this on the screen is just a demo account. I do have another account open on another screen. It is on a PC, and again, I use a Mac, so that's why you can't see it, not because I'm like being shady or whatever. I'm trying to show you all the trades that I'm taking, but I'm just saying this one, I don't trade ES that often, but I could. So opportunity calls. Let's learn it while we have like a demo account. Oh, right here. Really? High 57.50. Order 57.75. Darn you. Alright, well. Can't say you didn't try, Ellen. Stop it. Let's see. It's somewhere. Continuous auto fit off. Alright. That's our little kitten. Little kitten noises. Well, you hit the target I was aiming for, but you did not come back and tag me in for an order. It's just feeling like that kind of day, I guess. Alright, where? Okay, I'm trying to find my calendar. Here we go. Hello, calendar. I don't have anything for a minute, which is awesome. I'm gonna hang out, keep watching these trades, do all the things that I told them to do, except pick me up before hitting targets, right? Right. Little grumpy kitten. I know. Look at that. Look at all those trades we could have made. Oh well. Alright, well, we saw it. Order placement was maybe a little too conservative for the day. Do I like that? Order placement being too conservative for the day. It's a thing. It happens. It does. I think I would rather be conservative than get in on moves that I shouldn't be in. Yeah. Does it bum me out? Yeah, it does. Can y'all hear the cat screaming in the back? I'm just curious. Could I move my order down? I could. But where? Where would I move it to? I mean, almost where my target is. Seems like the only place I could move it to, which might be way too low. You know, another thought is to put like one order at 59 and then maybe a second one at 65, or maybe even a little higher. And I say 59 because the previous low day was 60.50. So maybe we could get like just a little bit of a retest to that area. Maybe. Probably not, because we're not retesting much today. We're not retesting much today at all. Just falling everywhere. We'll try. We will try. All right, so in on one order. Really, I don't know, it'd be cool if it just went to the other order. You know, if it just went to the little target that I'd set up for it. Where's that ES? ES. I missed you. By a tick. It was a good try. Okay, so in on two contracts. I got an email. Wasn't that exciting? Net price 61.63. So what I am looking for is just 20 points. So 41-ish. Yeah. Let's do 41.50. I'll check those in a minute. In a 20-point stop, so 6, 7, 81. 81.50. 41.50. Might get stopped out, might not. We will see. Yes. Coming back and touching that 10 EMA. It just never held that area. Apologies. I do like that. You know, we're kind of making matching highs. Delta is not following on NQ. ES still hanging out, 10 EMA, point of control. Really wedged down there. I bet you that even would have tagged in my previous order as a high. 50 weight. Yep. But I didn't leave that order open. I had a sell order for 57.75, but it had already reached the target, so I canceled that order. See here these kind of twin peaks, and Delta making a lower high, and so I am hoping to see it continue to fall. Or at least that's the hope, with a target of 41.50. That is where we are at, just trying to catch a continuation to the bear side. Right, ES Could this be a lower low double bottom? Maybe. Could be. But we're gonna wait it out, see what happens. NQ, sort of the same, very similar chart. So just kind of waiting and seeing in this trade. Could I reduce my risk? I could. Should I? How long have we been in this trade? Let's see. Do we know? No, not yet. Okay, it's got to be over here. Orders. No, doesn't tell me what time. Okay. 9:02. We've been in this trade 8 minutes. I guess let's make it to 10 minutes and then we can just reduce the risk by 2. Or just keep hanging out. Usually trades that I'm looking for do not take this long. I know some people will hold trades for 30 minutes, for an hour, even the full day. I've held a trade for a whole day. It's happened before. Just not recently. So if we can make a new low, I think we absolutely hit target and call it for the day. So aiming for that new low. What was this? Low of 49.50. All right. What are we bouncing at? 51. All right, that's fair. You can keep going. Almost there. Almost there. Oh. Low of 50. 49.50. Come on. I would like to see Delta crash down. Keep going. Come on. 41.50. You can do it. I'm definitely just going to move this down. I don't want to lose if I've made it that far. Definitely don't want to lose. It wouldn't be much of a win, but it'd be a little bit. Oh, come on. All right, well, so we made a lower low here. Delta did not follow, which is a little bit of an indication that we have, might see a reversal here. So, c'est la vie. If I didn't get my target, I didn't get my target. We did not get target today, and that's okay. Oh, crap. The second order did not come down. All right, there we go. Now we're out. So, not a whole lot for the day. Last night I got a trade in, and so I am up on accounts for the week just ever quite so gently. And that's okay. I'm going to call it for the day and live to trade another day. Looks like tomorrow is my dog's birthday, but we don't do anything for the dog's birthday. But yeah, so tomorrow morning I should be up and ready to go. Let's see if we can catch another winning trade. Today's wins were not so great, and that's okay. Maybe I just don't trade very well on trending days. I don't know. There were a lot of trades that I called out that just didn't tag me before going to target, which is cool. No worries. And otherwise, yeah, I'll be back in tomorrow approximately 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is also 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central, and some other time in Pacific, right? It's gotta be 7 a.m. That is so early for me. Definitely not a morning person, but I do like trading the hour, kind of like 30 minutes to an hour after that open, and then trading for an hour, hour and a half for the rest of the day, and just enjoying the rest of my day. I mean, technically I have a big kid job, right? Like I said, I've been trading for about 3 years now. Off and on, I haven't been incredibly consistent, but this is it. This is the moment we're going to get funded, and we are going to take this to official side hustle status, making profitable money. And I appreciate you following me on this journey. I know while learning, one of the toughest things has been watching traders that have been profitable for the last 10, 20, 15 years, and just me hanging out wondering, like, well, what does it look like when you're learning? How do you get there? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What do you do? And so I'm hoping taking you all on this journey helps you become a better trader. And additionally, if you want to follow my channel or check me out on websites, TikTok, whatever, I am also doing financial wellness overall, because trading is just a side hustle, right? If you're looking to invest long term, which I'm not an expert at, but I'm learning that as well. However, I am fantastic at budgeting and really being intentional with your money, and using a value-based kind of budget system so that your finances are going and doing exactly what you want them to do. So if you'd like to kind of hang out for that information as well, that's what I'm into. Learning to trade and being financially healthy. That's my thing. That's what I'm into. And I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a lovely, lovely morning, and I will see you all tomorrow.